It's recording? No need to record again, right?
And he has completed his MBA pursued his MPhil in law from Bengaluru and was awarded of environmental law. His research work on control of position and their status in biodiversity was found policy activity. Dr. Arun Sosale possesses rich academic experience with 3 years of experience as a principal and 17 years as an assistant. At present, he is serving. She is a international government law. We are to be honored to have educated as a jury. On behalf of people, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to you. Of a personal pride for me, so that I am also a student of Dr. Arun Sosale and I am deeply grateful to have my full welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Madam, unmute yourself. We are not able to hear you. Unmute, ma'am. It's
Morning, ma'am. Is it audible, ma'am?
yeah, of course.
I take immense pleasure to give brief on session chair Dr. M.P. Candrika, Principal of Nandimath College of Law. She holds multiple degrees such as BCom, LLM, MPhil, MA, and also PhD from Bangalore University on e-banking in India, a study with reference to fraud, misrepresentation, and mistake. She has served over 21 years as an academician. Additionally, she serves as a member of Zonal Justice Board Bagalkot and also an editor in International Journal of Law and Legal Jurisprudence Studies. She is also a distinguished chairperson of the District Police Administration and Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace Cell. He has also guided students in their dissertation work, which includes transgender and prospects legal study, a comparative analysis of law relating to corporate governance in India and UK, alternative dispute resolution, road towards speedy justice. Madam has published 11 publications in international journals and also national journals publication. We welcome you, ma'am, and we also welcome you to take over the session and continue with the session.
Thank you, madam.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, ma'am?
Yes, doing well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
yes.
We call upon VP 24 present to start your presentation. VP 24.
Good morning, respected judges and faculty members. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Allow me to share the PPT, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's showing that this host isn't allowing sharing for this meeting. PPT is not allowed to share here. It's showing error, ma'am.
Madam host, whoever is the host,
Right now,
kindly assist her, ma'am.
right now, VP 24. Are you able to?
Could you please confirm if the slides are visible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Thank you for
Visible.
the confirmation. Let me proceed with the presentation. We are team VP24 and I'll be presenting, and here she is my co-author. Here, good morning, ma'am, for the
Good morning.
question and answer session. So we are discussing on public awareness and citizen participation in strengthening Lokayukta, which can be viewed critically as a public and Lokayukta and overview. Let me elucidate the relevance at this point. So our concept is highly relevant because even after the major national reforms such as a note ban and imposition of GST, the accountability has not completely improved. So the large scale scams such as the Karnataka police recruitment case, West Bengal teacher appointment irregularities shows that the corruption remains pervasive and the indirect democracy must move closer to the direct democracy through the citizen sensitization. Next, objectives and methodology. Our paper deals with the two important questions. First one, whether the citizens' ethics and involvement, it strengthens the Lokayukta system, and what are the different modes of public participation in the Lokayukta system. So this doctrinal study is draws upon the text, online sources, and the main idea of fundamental duties under Article 51A of the Constitution, and expecting the citizens to develop their scientific temper and the spirit of inquiry. Next, Chanakya's Arthashastra and history. So Chanakya, centuries ago, he accepted this reality of corruption, and he compared the corrupt officials with the fish drinking water unseen, and he gave the three important principles. First one, perpetual vigilance. It means the corruption grows where the monitoring is weak, and the inevitability of corruption. It means that the corruption cannot be eliminated completely, but it must be minimized. Next, effective governance. So the strong and accountable administration, it will help to curb the corruption at this point. Next, fundamental duties, it will reminds every citizens to act as a sovereign worker in upholding the integrity of the public administration. Next, existing citizens participation, like NGOs like Transparency International India, Anti-Corruption Foundation of India, and the All India Anti-Crime Bureaus creates awareness and supports the anti-corruption efforts, and the public movements such as India Against Corruption Act. This will strengthen the demand for Lokpal and Lokayukta framework, and the groups like Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan, it will strengthens the or it will promote the transparency at the grassroots level, and the citizens also contribute by filing the complaints through the online portals, helplines, and a right to information. Next, Lokayukta as a system against the corruption.
24. Sorry to interrupt. You have 2 minutes.
Okay. Sorry. Lokayukta as a system against the corruption. So Lokayukta is an independent statutory ombudsman that investigates corruption, maladministration, inquiries into a complaints and injustice, recommends the prosecution and disciplinary action. This process also includes the filing complaints, preliminary inquiry, full investigation and report. Next, the public trust doctrine and the citizens' role. Public trust doctrine will obligate the citizens this will obligate the government to protect the public resources for the common good. And the Lokayukta enforces this obligation by demanding for the accountability from the officials and the citizens' participation through reporting, whistleblowing, and demanding for a transparency. Next is Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988. This act provides a framework for the prosecute the bribery and embezzlement. However, the misuse of this act
Word.
We are unable to hear you. BP24. It has been paused.
I think
BP24.
they have an internet issue.
Yes, ma'am. BP24. Yes. Last 1.5 minutes. BP24, are you done with your presentation? Kindly unmute. Kindly unmute BP24. It's not audible.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Last 2 minutes for question and answers.
Okay.
Juries may ask questions.
Okay, sure. Welcome for questions.
Yeah, yes, you were talking about this corruption is inevitable, isn't
Yes.
it? What's
Yes,
the
ma'am.
solution for this? What's the solution?
The corruption. Chanakya says that the corruption is inevitable, but we have to minimize it by making the citizens regarding conducting the awareness campaign, and the citizens has to file the complaints and make use of the right to information. So by using all these measures, we can minimize the corruption.
So you think we cannot drive away corruption at all? There are many countries in which, there is no corruption at all.
Yes, ma'am, but
What have they done? What have they done?
There the citizens are supporting the administration, or citizens are aware of their rights and they are using it properly. But in
Cannot
India,
we bring it into our country?
yes, ma'am, but
Chanakya might have said it, inevitable, but it's not so.
in every spheres of India, it is not completely understandable. Like citizens are not aware of this Lokayukta functions, ma'am. So we have to conduct the camping, awareness campaigns. So we have to minimize it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Time up.
Yes.
Let me call next presenter. VP19. VP19.
Yes, ma'am. Hope I am audible.
Kindly share your screen.
There's a bit of disturbances.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there PPT presentation? You can share.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly share.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I hope my PPT is
Yeah, it's visible.
yes.
Start VP19.
Okay, ma'am. Just a minute. Very good afternoon to everyone. Our team code is VP19, and I'm going to deal with the objectives and the research questions. And the author of this paper will be dealing with the other slides. And before going to the objectives, we have to I would like to explain about the background of the Lokayukta. The concept of the Lokayukta the first established in the 1963 by S.L. Singhvi in the parliament, and then the in the 2013, after the Anna Hazare movement, the Lokpal and the Lokayukta bill was established. And now I'll move on with the objective slide. The first objective is to understand how much the public knows about the Lokayukta and its function. And the second objective is to examine how actively citizens are participating in reporting the corruption and supporting the accountability. And the third objective is to analyze how public awareness and participation can strengthen the system. And our fourth objective is to identify the main problems that stop the people from engaging with the Lokayukta, such as fear, lack of knowledge, or complicated procedures. And our final objective is to suggest practical ways to improve the public awareness and the citizen participation so that the Lokayukta can function more effectively. And then on to the and these are the research questions of our studies. And the first one is, we wanted to understand how public awareness affect the effectiveness of Lokayukta. And the second one is, we looked at the current levels of citizen participation in the activities like filing the complaints and reporting the corruption. And the third question is, what challenges and the barriers are prevent the citizens from complaining to Lokayukta. And the reason why we selected this topic is the corruption is a still major challenge in India, and strengthening institutions like Lokayukta depend greatly on the awareness and participation common citizens. Now, author of this research paper will present the another slides.
Sorry to interrupt. VP19, you have another 2 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Findings. We found several important points in a research paper. Firstly, public awareness about Lokayukta is very low, especially in rural areas. People don't know what Lokayukta is and how it functions. Citizen participation in reporting corruption is weak. Even though they face corruption, they hesitate to report it. Even though Lokayukta has strong powers, people are not fully using it due to complicated procedures, fear, or lack of trust. Also, our paper says when there is low awareness and low participation, Lokayukta is less effective. Gaps in existing studies. Many papers talks about legal side of Lokayukta, but very few focuses on public awareness and citizen participation. This is the gap a paper addresses. Data analysis.
Here, we have compared the states which have online complaint portal and the states which do not have. On the states which have online complaint portal have more complaints, not because the corruption is higher, but because easy access to complaint. But the states which do not have an online complaint portal have lower complaint. By this, we can understand if we have easy access for online for complaint, citizens' participation will be more. By not only having online complaint portal, participation will be more. Here too, the awareness is needed. Reasons for low participation in Lokayukta. Citizens often do not file complaints with Lokayukta for several reasons. Firstly, there is lack of awareness. They don't know how to file a complaint. Secondly, there is fear.
The floor is open for question and answer.
Okay.
Arun sir, you can please ask.
No, ma'am, nothing question from me.
Okay, if I don't mind, I'll ask one question. VP 19,
Yes, ma'am.
are you there? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Just tell me one thing. You are talking about that reporting by the citizen is very low.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you expect us to do for that?
Firstly, government should create awareness among
Mhm.
people by
Mhm.
camps in villages and free help desk. And
Okay.
they should, every state must have online complaint portal, and even in social media, they have to upload short videos regarding Lokayukta and hashtags. By this, we can create more awareness in citizens, in
Why
public.
government? Why not you people?
Firstly, many people don't know about Lokayukta itself, ma'am.
I know that is what we want to create awareness, isn't it? Who should do
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Who should do it?
People who know about Lokayukta must do it. But when firstly government takes steps and give us some strength, makes us awareness about Lokayukta, even people will take steps towards this, ma'am. Here, even public has to take steps, and government should take steps to make stronger Lokayukta.
Okay, now government is already so much burdened with creating awareness. Why not you youngsters do it? Isn't it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, done, done. Very nice. Good, good
Thank you, ma'am.
presentation.
Time, sir. I'm waiting for the other presenters. I request VP 10 to start with the presentation. VP 10, is it audible? VP 10. VP 10. VP 10. Okay, VP 11. VP 11.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly start your presentation, please. Share your screen.
Are we visible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so good afternoon, everyone. We are VP 11. I am the author, and this is my co-author. So the topic for our paper presentation is public awareness and citizen participation in strengthening Lokayukta. So we chose the sub-theme as citizens as watchdogs, building a stronger Lokayukta system. So I would like to start. Democracy in our country works only when people stay alert and involved, not only when they vote. Lokayukta is a body created in many Indian states to investigate corruption among government officials. So it helps find mistakes, improve systems, and build people's trust. But many citizens in our country are not aware of how Lokayukta works and how to approach it. So people become aware, and so if people become aware and participate actively, there is a chance for Lokayukta to become more stronger. So our paper explains more clearly about how citizens can act like watchdogs and help fight corruption.
So the role of Lokayukta is, the Lokayukta is an independent authority created in different states of India to fight corruption among the people officials. The main role of Lokayukta is to receive complaints from citizens about corruption, misuse of power. They also investigate these complaints fairly and independently. They also recommend criminal or departmental actions against guilty officials. In simple terms, the Lokayukta protects citizens from corruption and strengthens trust in governance. And most importantly, to act as a bridge between the citizens and the government by ensuring the accountability.
Citizens as watchdogs it is nothing but it means ordinary people closely watching government activities and reporting the wrongdoing. So there are three parts in that, which is awareness, access, and action. So awareness is nothing but people must know what the Lokayukta is and what type of complaints they can file and how the process works. Without knowledge, people cannot use the system. The next one is access, which is nothing but filing complaints should be easy for everyone, including rural and poor citizens. The next is action. Citizens should report corruption, follow up on cases, and encourage others. This makes the system much more effective.
So the importance of public awareness. Even though the Lokayukta is a powerful institution, many people do not know how it works or how to file a complaint. Public awareness is an extremely important thing because people will report corruption only when they know they have a safe platform. Awareness increases the number of complaints and they also expose hidden corruption. It also builds pressure on officials to behave ethically, and it reduces fear among the citizens, because they know their identity can be protected. When awareness increases, the Lokayukta becomes more active and impactful, and it helps the Lokayukta function effectively since an informed public.
Last 2 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
So there are certain barriers to citizen participation in strengthening Lokayukta. The first one is fear, which is nothing but people worry about the revenge, harassment, or trouble if they complain. And next one is the complicated process, which is nothing but the long forms and unclear instructions, and which discourages the people to come forward and complain. The next is the digital divide, which is nothing but the rural and poor communities may not have the internet or digital knowledge. The next is low trust. People may think nothing will happen if they complain. And next is the weak protection. Whistleblowers are not fully always protected. Next is the political interference, which is nothing but sometimes political pressure weakens the Lokayukta. To fix these problems, we need legal, technological, and social reforms in our country.
So one of the best examples of a strong Lokayukta is Karnataka. The Karnataka Lokayukta became famous for exposing large-scale illegal mining and corruption scandals. Public support, media attention, and active citizen reporting played a major role in their success. Because citizens came forward with information, the Lokayukta was able to investigate efficiently and hold powerful people accountable. This case shows that when people participate, anti-corruption institutions become much stronger. To conclude, the Lokayukta is an important guardian of transparency and accountability in our democracy. But its strength depends not only on law, but also on people. When citizens are aware and confident and active, corruption reduces and governance become cleaner. Therefore, building public awareness will remove participation of corruption, and they also encourage community involvement. And it is the key to strengthening the Lokayukta.
And one key message of our paper is a strong Lokayukta is built not just by law, but by the awareness, participation, and vigilance of
Is it
citizens.
audible? VP 11, timer. The floor is open for question and answers. 2 minutes. Sir, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Yes, VP 11. I have one question for you.
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
one question. Not there, ma'am?
No, ma'am, they are there. You can ask, ma'am.
There. Okay, okay. So you're talking about fear. They have a fear, so that is why they don't comply to the Lokayukta. How to drive away this fear amongst the public? Creating awareness is one thing you're talking about. You said because they are scared of reporting the corruption, hence they're not coming forward. So you have to tell me how to drive away this fear.
So fear is the biggest it is a barrier, ma'am. Because to remove this fear, we need a combination of a legal protection and we need a transparent system.
And community support also. There
Yes.
are certain major ways where fear can be abolished, like strong whistleblower protection, awareness about rights, and simplifying the complaint process, and public success stories and community-based support groups. All these can remove the fear which the citizens of our country have.
Have you noticed that many a times when the person is caught taking a bribe and then after some time he is replaced into the same place, same position, might be the political influence he has. So that may again make the people that there is no solution. There is a, and they may get more scared to report, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what should be done? Don't you suggest some amendment in the act? So that these people are not replaced.
So Lokayukta is a system which investigates the complaints about corruption and misuse of power against government officials. It also ensures the accountability and improves the governance. And so we think that awareness should be created among citizens as of now to ensure that they can come forward and raise a complaint. And if they have any suggestions also, they are allowed to put forward their recommendations. And when current officials return to the same post, public fear also increases. But this is not a failure of citizens; it is a failure of the system, is what we believe. By giving the Lokayukta more autonomy, ensuring mandatory action, and increasing transparency, we can restore people's faith and remove the fear that complaining is useless.
Good, very good. Nice presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
VP 15. I call upon VP 15. Ready? Can we start? VP 15? Do you have any slides?
Due to limited time available, I won't be able to present the PPT. So I'll give a direct verbal presentation instead. So kindly allow me.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
You can go ahead, VP 15.
So good afternoon to judges and my fellow presenters. Today I'm not here to just explain the Lokayukta. I'm here to redefine how we look at the corruption, accountability, and citizen power. My topic is public awareness and citizen participation in strengthening Lokayukta. But in simple words, my presentation is about the one truth. The law becomes powerful only when people become powerful. The reality we don't talk about is India's laws, India's institutions, and India's Lokayukta, a powerful watchdog against the corruption. But here the uncomfortable truth is, like, if citizens don't know how to use it, the Lokayukta remains only a building, not a weapon. Like it's like having a sword in hand, but not knowing how to hold it. So this is exactly what is happening today. So when I started studying in this topic, I found something like in some states, thousands of people file complaints. In others, hardly anyone does, even though the corruption level is same. So why? Not because corruption is less, but because awareness is less. That is when I realized awareness is not a small issue. It is a missing link in the India's fight against corruption. So I analyzed official Lokayukta reports, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Maharashtra. So what I found is a crystal clear where awareness increases, complaint increases, where complaint increases, investigation increases. When investigation increases, corruption decreases. This is not the theory, but it is the pattern across multiple states. So while reviewing research papers, I noticed something. Like every study talked about laws, powers, structure, jurisdiction, but nobody talked about citizens. That's where I discovered a biggest research gap. Like an institution don't fail because of weak laws. They fail because people don't know how to use them. So I built something new, something practical, powerful, and people centric. That is the citizen participation system, a model designed to make Lokayukta accessible to every citizen. Firstly, uh, technology for everyone through Lokayukta mobile app, WhatsApp complaint chatbot, voice-based filing and illiterate for the illiterate, offline to online sync for the rural areas because it makes no citizen left behind. Secondly, awareness where it actually matter is Lokayukta ambassadors in every panchayat, youth anti-corruption clubs, village street plays, then door-to-door complaint support.
Sorry to interrupt. You have 2 minutes left.
Sure, sure. Thirdly, protection. Because fear is real. Most people don't file complaints because of fear. So, my CPC includes full anonymity, identity encryption, whistleblower insurance, then legal support and counseling, fast track investigations. So, if we remove fear, people come forward. When people come forward, corruption automatically falls. So, if you ask why my study is different from everyone else's is because I didn't stop at theory. I created something implementable. So something that government can apply tomorrow morning. So this is what makes my research new, unique, and practically impactful. So to conclude with, the Lokayukta does not become strong because of its act, it becomes strong because of its people. A society that is aware cannot be cheated. A citizen who participate cannot be silenced, and a country where people speak up has no space for corruption to hide. So awareness creates participation, participation creates accountability, accountability creates justice, and that respected judges. This is how an aware citizen becomes a nation's strong anti-corruption weapon. So thank you. That's all.
Time up, VP 15. Floor is open for question and answer.
Yeah, sure.
BP. What I just want to know is, see, this is good where the citizens are educated. But what about if a person is an uneducated? I mean, he doesn't know much about a system at all. How are you going
Yes,
to?
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your question, ma'am. So for that, thirdly, in third, what I uh, what I implemented is CPS in that thirdly, where in the rural 1 minute, ma'am. Like when I created technology for everyone and awareness where it actually matters is like village street place. By that they'll the people who did not have who have not education and who did not study will from the street place door to door complaint support they'll get to know about this, ma'am.
Yes, good, good, good. Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, VP 15. I call upon VP 18. VP 18. VP 18. VP 18. I call upon VP 29. VP 29.
Yes, ma'am.
VP 29. What is your code, madam? What is your code? Kindly let me know your code. Am I audible? The participant, I am asking the participant, what is your code? Who has
Yes,
switched on the
ma'am. Can I share the screen, ma'am?
What is your code? Team code, please.
VP 29, ma'am.
Yeah. VP 29.
VP 29.
Okay, you can start with your presentation.
29, ma'am. 29. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, VP 29.
VP 29. You can
I'll
start.
share the screen.
Yeah, fine.
Is my screen visible, ma'am?
Yeah. You can start the presentation.
Okay, ma'am. So good morning to one and all present here. Myself, VP 29. Today, I'm presenting on the title Democracy in Action, Citizen Participation as a Key to an Effective Lokayukta. I choose this title because corruption is not defeated by the law alone. It is defeated when citizens take the responsibility to monitor the power. And the Lokayukta becomes truly strong only when the people actively use it, not just when statutes exist only on the paper. So to give a brief idea on my research paper, I'll move on to the abstract. So corruption is still one of the biggest threats to the Indian democracy. The misconduct, but it becomes only effective when citizens report the corruption and support investigation and use the digital platforms to stay vigilant. So my paper deals with democracy becomes functional not during in elections only, but when citizens continuously monitor those in power. To examine the background, like why Lokayukta exists, I'll deal with in introduction. Democracy isn't sustained by the laws alone. It is sustained by the citizens who monitor the power. The Lokayukta it only fulfills its purpose when people use it by filing complaints, supporting the social audits, and demanding the transparency. So technology helps everyone, but the fear and ignorance still holds many people back. To look at how the Lokayukta evolved and why it holds such a crucial place in the governance, I'll move on to my next slide in evolution and significance of Lokayukta in Indian governance. The Lokayukta was inspired by a foreign ombudsman models, but evolved uniquely in each Indian state based on the public pressure and the political will. It matters because it offers citizens a simple, accessible form to report corruption without the burden of lengthy court procedures. Its strength depends on independent appointment, investigative powers, and active public involvement. The Lokayukta is not just a legal body, it is a democratic bridge that connects the people and the administration. If Lokayukta is a bridge, then citizens are the ones who decide whether to cross it. That takes us to the next slide. Citizen participation and effectiveness of Lokayukta. The Lokayukta gains power only when citizens engage. Complaints filed by the ordinary people trigger most, or like not only most, almost every major inquiry. Monitoring public services, filing RTI applications, and tracking the public works generate crucial evidence here. When participation increases, the trust increases. And when participation is low, corruption stays hidden and not absent at all. So participation is not just theoretical, it plays a very active role at the local level. Coming to my next slide, the role of citizens in strengthening localized anti-corruption mechanisms.
Citizens are the first observers of corruption in municipal offices, revenue departments, and many places, and in service delivery points. Community groups, awareness programs, RTI users, and social audits turn these local complaints into institutional investigations. Technology further helps us with instant reporting and evidence submission. In simple words, when citizens convert the Lokayukta from a distant legal system to a living practice of democracy. But participation does not always happen smoothly. There are barriers that stop people from speaking up. So that leads to my next slide, barriers to effective participation in strengthening effective Lokayukta. The awareness gaps, fear of retaliation, procedural difficulties, and delayed responses discourage people from approaching the Lokayukta.
29,
Political...
last 2 minutes. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, ma'am. The political pressure and lack of digital access also suppress participation. So when citizens do not complain, it does not mean corruption is gone. It means the corruption is going unreported. To overcome these barriers, certain reforms are necessary. So
VP 29, it's not audible. VP 29, it's not audible. VP 29, it's not audible.
States strong whistleblower protection and side procedure and defense. Ma'am, am I audible?
Now it is audible. Your recommendations were not audible.
Ma'am, is it now audible, ma'am?
Yeah, your screen is also very small.
I'll try to tilt it, ma'am.
VP 29, the floor is open for questions by jury.
Ma'am, I'll just conclude my research paper since I was not
you do it. You do it. Just tell us your recommendation.
I'll conclude with very small lines that corruption survives in silence, ma'am, and this collapses when the citizens speak. So the future of transparency in India depends not on the institutions only, but on us also, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Any questions?
Now, yeah, one thing, VP 29, you are telling us about there is a delayed response. Who delays?
Sorry, ma'am?
You said that there is a delayed response. From whose side the delay is? From whose side the delay?
Response is from both the sides, ma'am. It is either from the citizens as well as from the Lokayukta institution as well. When the complaints are filed, the Lokayukta procedural formats are low and the citizens also take it so easily, so lightly that so once you file a complaint, it is your responsibility to bring out that corruption. So I say it is on both the sides, ma'am.
Okay, now you say that the person who has complained has to do it fast.
It is his responsibility to ensure that his complaint is filed before the right person and to follow the complaint procedures, ma'am, to know at what stage his complaint is.
That is the problem. They do not know the complaint procedure.
Ma'am, in some stages they know the complaint procedure, but it is also a negligent part of the citizens as well. So it is equally important in the public participation and equally important to follow the to follow your complaint, to know at what stage your complaint is.
Okay. So the problem is with the citizens and not with the Lokayukta.
It is equally on the Lokayukta as well, ma'am. Because some people, as I said, some people are aware of the complaint procedure stages as well, and they neglect it. And on institutional part, they neglect because the people don't know it. When they file a complaint, they say, okay, you come tomorrow, you come later procedure, on later stage as well, because the citizens are not aware it. And it is institutional responsibility also to make sure that the person who is complaining has known about all the procedures he's dealing with.
Oh,
what
do they do that?
is going through.
They'll ask them to come later. They do that.
Sorry, ma'am?
Do they ask them to come later?
No,
We
ma'am, not
cannot entertain.
not ma'am, not while complaining, but after they take the complaints, it is also their responsibility to make it faster investigation process.
Okay, okay, dear. Good, good, good. Nice
Thank you, ma'am.
presentation. Yeah.
May I call upon VP 34? VP
Yes,
34.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll just present my screen. I'll just take 1 minute.
Kindly share your screen. Yeah. You may start.
I'll just take 1 minute. Ma'am, I'll just leave the meeting. I'll join again. There's some problem. I'll just come back. I'll join 1 minute so I can share the screen. Is it fine? Yeah, thank you.
VP 35.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I do.
Kindly, you can share your screen.
I'm not sharing the PPT. My presentation will be verbal. Good afternoon, respected judges. Today, my paper presentation is about Karnataka Lokayukta and why public awareness and participation are so important for it to work well. As we all know that Lokayukta is an anti-corruption watchdog in Karnataka, which was set up under the Lokayukta Act of 1984, which came into force in 1985. And therefore, this particular act gives the Lokayukta the legal authority to investigate the complaints against the bureaucrats, the public officials, including the elected representatives, etc. But here's the thing, just having laws isn't enough. The people, they need to know what is the corruption all about and how it can be used and how it shall make a difference. I remember talking to a friend from a small village who had no idea that there was a government body where she could report corruption in her local office. That actually really struck me, because how can we expect the system to work if people don't even know it exists? And thereby, the Karnataka Lokayukta Act is quite progressive. It empowers the Lokayukta to investigate cases of corruption, abuse of power, delays in official duties, and maladministration. But one of the important feature of Lokayukta is even start investigation on its own without waiting for a formal complaint, if the information is received through a reliable information. Now, this is called the suo motu power. However, the Act also faces challenges. For example, in 2016, an amendment gave some investigative powers to the Anti-Corruption Bureau, which temporarily weakened the Lokayukta's authority. But in 2022, the Karnataka High Court restored the Lokayukta's full powers, reaffirming its importance. This legal
last 2 minutes.
Okay, this foundation is strong, but as the paper points out, laws alone don't guarantee success. So many people, especially in the rural areas, they don't know Lokayukta exists or how to use it. And even in cities, many don't know the complaint process. I once overheard a conversation in a cafe where someone was frustrated about a government service, but they didn't know how to complain it. Thereby, this is a bigger problem, because if people don't know their rights or how to report corruption, the whole system can't work properly. And thereby, awareness campaigns and community outreach are so important. They help the people to understand what Lokayukta can do for them. Imagine if everyone knew that they had to fight the corruption, it would change how the government would interact and the services that they provide. And thereby, the citizen participation is very, very important when we look at Lokayukta. Therefore, Lokayukta is expecting, or you can say Lokayukta depends if people can come forward and file their complaints, whistleblowing, or community groups that can raise these issues. One of the important systems would be the digital complaint system, which can make it easier, especially in cities. But rural areas face challenges because they have limited internet access and digital literacy as well. So I have also seen an elderly relative who usually struggles with online forms. So now you can imagine how hard it is for people who are actually living in the remote villages without active participation. And therefore, the Lokayukta can't do its job well no matter how strong its legal powers are. Therefore, the challenges that the Lokayukta faces are like staff shortages, political interference, and weak whistleblower protections. Karnataka has tried to improve things with awareness campaigns, online portals, and community outreach. But these have helped only to build trust and accessibility, but need to reach more in the rural and the marginalized communities. And therefore, I think about how sometimes, even when people want to speak up, as many of the other speakers in the conference had just said, fear retaliation holds them back. That's why a strong whistleblower protection are so important. When we compare to other states like Kerala and Maharashtra, they have shown more transparency and outreach, public trust. And when we look internationally, like Sweden and New Zealand, they also focus on educating citizens and simplifying the complaint process. Therefore,
Time is up. The floor is open for question and answer by the jury. Arun sir, Candrika ma'am.
Arun sir.
No, ma'am, nothing as such. You can ask with the questions.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Madam VP 35?
yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Nice, good presentation.
Thank you.
But you're talking about how we have to educate people in rural area
Yes, ma'am.
regarding Lokayukta, that is creating awareness.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you said you about having an online portal, which we do have, but they do not know it, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we have see for payment, e-payments, we have simplified everything. They make GPays, phone pays, etc., etc.
Right.
So that is how we have to create awareness even to the rural people. So
Okay.
what's your idea? How we need to do that? How we have to work on it?
Ma'am, first of all, I think there needs to be digital literacy. Not
Mhm.
everybody in the rural areas, have access to internet and access to the apps. Even today, if you see, there are so many people who don't know how to operate, as you said, a Paytm or a GPay or any other online applications. The other thing is, to introduce the anti-corruption practices in the curriculum itself, where the awareness is going through the schools and colleges, which will definitely have impact. In case if the children of the rural areas are educated, they may be able to give that awareness to their elders. I think that is very, very important for the
So that's
awareness.
for the young generation. Schools and
Yes.
colleges, young generation, but already they are there. Some of them are there who are facing such type of corruptions. What do you do? What will be your suggestion to them?
What kind the corruptions
How do
that
you,
the
yeah,
rural
how do you address that?
as the other speaker said, yes, ma'am, we need to have awareness programs, through the NGOs, or you can just, like you have the legal services clinic in the colleges where you can set up, small workshops or, small programs where you can, talk about the awareness of the corruption in the rural areas. So you go door by door and, approach them and, you tell them what corruption is and what are the applications available and what is the approach or what is the complaint system that the government or the system or the Lokayukta has. So I think that also would be one of the.
Yeah. Good, nice, good presentation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
I call upon VP 10. VP 10. VP 10. I think we have not yet come. Okay, VP 34.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you
I'll
can.
share the screen. Ma'am, is it visible, the screen?
Yeah, you continue.
Ma'am, I'm be presenting on my team code VP34 and I'll be presenting my paper titled The People's Ombudsman, the Need for Public Participation in Strengthening the Institution of Lokayukta. So this paper is an analysis of the history, the evolution, the challenges faced, the reform needs of the current Lokayukta institution in India. I'll also be highlighting how there's a need for citizen participation and awareness for ensuring to revitalize the institution of Lokayukta and also enabling it to function as an independent and effective oversight mechanism. So coming to introduction, countries continue to face this corruption, maladministration, and the misuse of power in authority despite having strong legal frameworks. In India, the Lokpal and the Lokayukta Act of 2013 was enacted to create a similar institution to the global ombudsman model, named the Lokpal and the Lokayukta Act. However, the Lokpal has not been able to function with the required level of independence or effectiveness, despite having strong legal framework due to limited citizen participation, which is limiting its ability to serve as a strong accountability mechanism. Coming to history and evolution, the ombudsman model began in Scandinavian countries, and countries such as Sweden and Denmark have effectively used these institutions to fight corruption and administration. And using such institutions, they have also emerged as the least corrupt nations in the world in the recent times. In India, the 1966 Administrative Reforms Commission, headed by Mr. Morarji Desai, recommended the establishment of Lokpal at the center and the Lokayuktas across the state based on the global ombudsman model to address complaints against corruption. Despite, even though there was a recommendation, despite multiple legislative attempts from 1968 onwards, the bill was not introduced due to political disagreements. The widespread national movement against corruption, headed by Anna Hazare in 2011, renewed the demand for the anti-corruption body in India, which led to the enactment of the Lokpal and the Lokayuktas Act, further establishing a oversight mechanism in India. But even though the act was implemented, not all states have implemented the Lokayukta so far, and only 17 states are done so far. The Karnataka Lokayukta, established in 1994, represents only one of the most efficient and independent oversight mechanisms in India. Its investigations into the illegal mining scandal in the case of Samaj Parivartana Samudaya versus State of Karnataka revealed deep corruption across several government departments. These findings eventually led the Supreme Court to intervene and suspend mining operation and impose a stricter regulatory control in 2 districts of Karnataka.
Despite VP 34, you have another 2 minutes.
Ma'am, can I just go to the challenges faced by the Karnataka Lokayukta and the reform suggestions?
Yes.
I'll be talking of some of the few challenges faced by the Karnataka Lokayukta. There's no constitutional status given to the Lokpal at the center, which makes the Karnataka Lokayukta vulnerable, the Lokayukta in general, vulnerable to the changes made by the state government, leading to variation in structure and powers across states. Second, there's no proper whistleblower protection act which is implemented in the center, which prevents more people to approach the Lokayukta in general. And furthermore, Section 20 of the Act prosecutes the complainants who cannot substantiate the complaints with sufficient evidence. And Section 8 and 9 of the Karnataka Lokayukta Act further restricts the people from approaching the Lokayukta if there are other remedies available to the people. All these limitations will only hinder the people from approaching the Lokayukta. And some of the suggestions for improving the citizen participation awareness is the constitutional status can be given to the Lokayukta, which can make the Lokayuktas uniform across all the states. And whistleblower protection act can be implemented, which makes people safe, and which can promote more people to come forward with complaints. And coming to the public oriented reforms, the awareness campaigns in regional languages. Can I just take 2 minutes additional time?
Before time is up, jurist, you may ask the question.
VP 34.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you were about to tell me something about
how
can
I just take an extension for 2 minutes? I'll just finish it.
No, you can answer my question. I'll get the point.
Yeah.
I'll get the point. Okay, just tell me how we have to protect the whistleblowers.
Ma'am, the act which was introduced, but it's not been come into effect. Only when the whistleblowers who bring out large corruption, only when they get the sense of protection, they can bring more cases. And Section 20 of the Act, if I'm not wrong, prosecutes more complainants who cannot substantiate the complaints with evidence, which prevents people from reporting corruption cases, and which will only deter the effect of the institution. The institution was supposed to fight against corruption and maladministration, and people themselves are not do not come forward to bring out the corruption. The mandate of the institution does not fulfill its purpose.
Correct. Once we start protecting the whistleblowers,
the
real object of the act will be done, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very nice presentation. Good.
Thank you.
I now call upon VP2. 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 Presenter is not there. VP10. VP10. I call upon VP10. VP 10, this is the final call. VP 10, VP 18, VP 18, VP 18, VP 18. Is this Motorola Moto VP 18? Kindly participants unmute and talk yourself.
10 we will be
VP code, please. Motorola.
VP 10 we will be joining within a minute, ma'am. As there is a technical issue, we'll be just joining now.
Okay. VP 18. VP 18. I think VP 18 is absent. VP 2. VP 2. VP team code 2. 2 and 18 are absent. VP 2 and VP 18 are absent. If anyone is there, kindly unmute yourself and talk. VP 2, VP 18. VP 2 and VP 18. Final call for VP 2 and VP 18. If the participants are present, VP 2, VP 18. I consider VP 2 and VP 18 as absent. VP 10, the last participant, VP 10.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute. We are just making ready the present PPT.
It's okay. Without PPT, you can present.
Present without PPT. It's okay. VP 10. You can go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
You may start VP 10. You may start without PPT. VP 2 and VP 18 are absent on repeated requests. VP 10 you can present without presentation. Kindly join the jury.
Good morning. Good afternoon, ma'am. We are VP 10. We will be.
You open your video.
Start your video. Audio and video, please. VP 10.
Ma'am, could you please give us 2 minutes?
No, you can start without presentation. Please.
Yeah, ma'am, but video, that option is not shown. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be joining within the minute because the link what I'm going and joining classroom 1.
You can rejoin.
Yes, ma'am. Wait a minute. I'll be just joining now.
Your screen is visible, VP10. You may start. VP10, you may start. Your screen is visible.
Ma'am, I'll be presenting on the evaluation of Ma'am,
Yeah, start.
I'll be presenting the paper on the evaluation of citizenship and the ombudsman mechanism in India with So, ma'am, in today's India, people are more aware of their rights, accountability to prevent the misuse of power. We rely on different watchdog institutions that how citizen participation system it work together to
Not audible, VP10.
to strengthen. So the idea of
There is some disturbance.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yes. The ombudsman concept not 9 and later on it had been widespread in other countries. The main purpose of the antibody Lokayukta powers to Ma'am, wait a minute. It has the power to handle the complaint, to inspect the
audible, VP10. It's not audible. VP10, it's not audible.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah.
Now you are audible.
Citizens by informing them about their rights, awareness of Lokayukta, and enhance accountability, prevent and control corruptions. Ma'am, as it comes for evolution of anti-corruption bodies in India, so in 1960s, and 90s, in 1984.
Madam, unmute yourself. We are not able to hear VP10.
Am I audible?
Now you are audible. Only now.
Okay. The interconnection is little. We have a little bit
Now you
problem
can
in the
start.
interconnection.
You can start.
What is the role of this Lokayukta? So the Lokayukta, it investigates the corruptions and the maladministration. It promotes the transparency. It holds officials independently from the government. The current successful and the creating awareness against corruption by awareness about the Lokayukta is a crucial because it empowers and demand accountability in public officials. It also informs them about their rights and accountability, obligations of government, and awareness of local and control corruption. Till several challenges, many citizens have limited awareness about the Lokayuktas. They vary from state to state. Follow-up on recommendations is often weak, and most evaluations are based on individual cases, and it is not systematic in data. Because the structure of resources vary across states, uniform method to evaluate performance. So this includes the assessing complaint, disposal rates, investigation quality, and the actual outcome. Major challenge in India, weakening the trust of citizens in public institutions. Various laws and mechanisms have been raised over the years, with the Lokayukta playing a crucial role as an in public administration. The overall aim of research to study the role of citizens participate just ways to increase there are
I think there is a technical. VP10 last 2 minutes, please. Chandrika ma'am, there is technical glitch, right ma'am?
Yeah, lot of problem. We didn't hear them properly.
Yes.
They are good, but we are not able to get them. They have net problem, internet problem.
VP10, it's not audible.
Audible.
VP10, it's not at all audible.
Ma'am, we are audible now.
Now you are audible.
VP10, come back to your suggestions so that at least we can hear your suggestions.
Yeah.
Again, you are not audible. Your internet is very weak.
Am I audible now?
Now you are audible.
Yeah. Come to the last slide.
Conclude VP10.
Okay, ma'am.
At least show us your last slide, dear. Suggestions you show us.
I think there is a technical glitch again, ma'am.
Yeah, lot of technical glitch. So let them, they have done well, but no room to rehear them.
Yes.
Yeah. Is number 2 and whatever you are talking, where are they?
No, ma'am.
Not there?
VP2,
They are not there.
18, VP2, VP18. They're absent.
Okay. Can I and Arun sir speak a little bit, because to conclude who wins, we need a conversation. Isn't sir? Arun sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm there, ma'am.
Yeah. We have to just have a bit of discussion before we say who was the best presenter.
No, ma'am. The presentation was good.
Yeah.
No
I think
issue.
they are awarding some prizes to the best presenter.
Definitely.
Ma'am,
So,
we are, ma'am,
tell me, ma'am.
we have VP10.
Oh, you're back.
Ma'am, we can conclude.
At least tell us your suggestions, dear.
Suggestions in 30 seconds.
VP10 conclude in 2 minutes, please.
In India. Hello, ma'am.
Conclude.
Yes. No, ma'am. We are not getting that.
Technical glitches, ma'am. Finally,
Yeah.
now move to the end of the session. I call upon Pushpanjali to give vote of thanks. Good afternoon to everyone. It's been an immense pleasure to honor and thank a jury panel who has invested their time to have a discussion with the presenters on one-day seminar, one-day virtual conference on Lokayukta as a constitutional guard against corruption, prospects and challenges, which is also an IQAC initiative. I would also thank our faculty coordinators who have played a crucial role in their conference and made the session successful. And also the participants, once again, thank you to the jurists and volunteers. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. Thank you, juries. We'll
Thank
end.
you. Very nice. Yes. Yes.
The participants can leave. The participants can leave. VP10. The participants can leave. VP10, you can leave. VP10. VP10, you can leave.